2015 Chevy Equinox. Sounds like the timing chain broke, so I think this is an interference engine. I'm going to check the valves. We're going to take the valve cover off. I've never worked on one of these before, so let's find out if the valves are gone now too. Alright, so that didn't take long, but this is where people usually put a new motor in it. Here's one of the little roller rocker guys. Here's another piece of it down there. So timing must have jumped, smashed the valves. Instead of changing the motor, I'm going to try to change the valves in the timing chain and see if we can get this going for a few $100s. Alright, this is what happens when you grit your teeth before you road rage. Every single one of them. Proud of you, Ma. I've got parts showing up, coming in. I think just about everything's here. New little rocker guys here. This is the Dorman plug. What had happened in this 2.4 here is that bolt right there fell out. And it's down in the oil pan somewhere. We haven't got that far yet. So this is Dorman's replacement for that. So this will hold the tensioner now. All the new valves are here. Here's all the gaskets, timing chain, water pump. Got all that in. We got all the valves lapped and put back in. I got the exhaust put on there. It's much easier to have this on there. It does make it heavier. That's why the cams aren't in. And now we're on the oil pan. Just pulled them bolts out. I found one chunk of chain guide there, and we're about to pull this metal pan off. Let's see what we got. I don't see any. Oh, yep. Here's a piece of more rail in there. Here's some more. I don't see the bolt that we're missing still. Maybe it's still behind the timing chain. Let's get the pickup off and see if there's anything there. Alright, we got it out. We knocked it out of there. I flip it over, and there's more pieces of chain guide in here. So you definitely want to take your oil pan out. That really would have restricted the oil if I would have just left the oil pan on there. So let's get this cleaned up and then on to the water pump. And we got the timing cover off, and we found some carnage, some more gout railing. Oh, there's some more. But that's that top one that was missing. Found that. Here's the bolt that fell out, what's left of it. Oh my goodness. That's probably where I'm finding the metal in this car too. Trying to get it all out of there. Hopefully this engine will last after we're done, but we got two of these chewed up, so we're gonna have to find some replacements. Top dead center. All the timing components are off. Water pump is on, the new one. You got to take this stuff apart over here to get that tube out to get it in there. I found the bolts and they're shredded, so I got to wait for a couple new bolts to come in. In the meantime, we'll get the oil pan back on and we'll get the head back on. This is the oil pump, and you can see where the chain had pinched in between there. What it had done is it basically pinched the oil pump together, and it wouldn't turn. See all the gouging in it. So it looks like an oil pump is the next thing to replace on this thing. One thing after another. We got the head back on. We got all the cams back in. We got all the shiny new rollers in. The exhaust is back on. The heat shield's back on. The timing is back in. You don't see the timing marks because I've rotated the motor to make sure there's no interference. Alright, there's all the timing, water pump. It's all back in there. It ran like crap. I had to erase the codes, and now it's smooth. So we'll wait for it to gobble up its coolant. Keep checking the fluids. If anything happens, I'll let you know. Alright guys, there goes the Equinox. First drive, I didn't even drive it. We just filled it up with coolant, and away she goes. Hopefully I don't get a call. Like and subscribe.